Welcome to my gardens, everyone. I am Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. Yes, we're in a bikini because I was asked to garden in a bikini, and today was the perfect day. Super hot. So come along. Let me show you what's going on here. I'm going to start with the first bed, which is extra tomatoes, extra peppers that I had. The first row some are mixed. It's a roasted tomato. Roma, pink oxheart. Let's see. These were put in late San Marzano. This was a transplant today, so it's a little bit in shock. It is a big rainbow tomato. And then these two down here are a brandywine black tomato. So extra tomatoes, they're on the front row. Middle. Let me just double check real quick. Okay, this row right here, which is the second row on the end, are banana sweet peppers. This whole, all these in here are the banana sweet peppers. We are getting some peppers. And let me just double check. Okay. And then this one over here, this row, because there are technically like 3.5 rows, I guess you could say, are let me say yellow sweet peppers. Probably taking my sunglasses off now so I can see. So this whole row here is yellow sweet peppers, and then banana sweet peppers are in the middle. Yep, banana sweet peppers are all here. And this is all the yellow sweet peppers. I will just verify it again. Let me get a stick I can actually see. Let's try that again. California Wonderbell. I think these are kind of mixed. These few plants right there. So that is bed number 1. Bed number 2. I have some spotty carrots, but that's okay. I did 5 different types of carrots. I think the first row is the midget carrots from M.I. Gardner. Not vanilla, I think, is this row. And these rows right here are the rainbow carrots. I also have some onions in between. As you can see on this big empty patch is all onions. So that is what's in there. And then over here is some parsnips that do look like they're a little close, but that's okay. We will figure it out. But I wanted to give you a little bit more of a slower tour because I know I've been rushing through them. So that's bed number 2. Let's keep going with the tour. In this bed is all peppers with some marigolds. Let's see if I can tell you. Big red sweet peppers is this whole middle row right here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go in and look. Figure I'd start in the middle. Let me just double check. There is a Santa Fe hot pepper, so I may have mixed a few. There's jalapenos. I tried to keep all the hots. That's the middle row. The first row here, well, that's Genovese basil right here. The first row is yellow Italian peppers. Let's see, just let me make sure. Yellow Italian peppers. I think that's this whole row, and as you can see, we have peppers going on right here. There's lots of buds. So that is that row. I think I skipped a row, which is this tight one right here. This has lots of peppers on it right here. You can see that. There's lots of peppers going on this one as well. And then the first row is looking like it's long hots. And this whole row here in the front is long hots. Let me just double check this one. That's a jalapeno in right there. This is my favorite basil, which is the Genovese basil. I do have an eggplant in here. It looks like it's starting to get eaten by the beetles. Tends to happen. What are you gonna do? And then I have some regular, let me look. Genovese sweet basil is right here. And this one I didn't put a tag on, but I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Let's go to the next bed. More basil. I have 2 straight onions right here, if you can see that, with an eggplant that's looking pretty good. And this is, let me see, you can tell by the smell, parsley. The first row of peppers is, let's see, chocolate pepper. I'll try to tell you. At least I mixed any of them in. That one I can't even read it. There is an odd basil plant just growing up randomly right here, if you can see that. But on this side right here, we have lots of peppers forming, and we have a lot of buds going on. So these are chocolate peppers. There's more peppers there. These are all chocolate peppers on this first row. And as you can see, there's peppers. I was pulling off the lower leaves earlier today. And these are getting pretty big as well, right there. And then, let me see we have some marigolds. Big red peppers, looks like is what's in the middle. Let me just go up a little bit further and double check. Sweet peppers. So just an array of peppers. They're all mixed in there with lots of basil going on. Did we do this bed already? Let's go to this bed. Look at this beautiful, this is a Russian sunflower right there. And this bed here, let me just double check if I've already told you about this bed, which I think I did, because this is yellow Italian, the jalapenos, and it also has the eggplant that has the beetle bite. So we already discussed that whole bed. Now let's go over to the crazy wonderland of tomatoes. Look at them all. This is the side that I started to single stem them. Due to my circumstances, they got a little crazy, but lots of beautiful tomatoes going on in there, and they are packed in there. This right here is, I think they call it a tiny toe or a timmy toe. This is pretty full. If you can, I'll pull it forward. A big branch out of the way. This baby is full of tomatoes. So that is what that is. Let's see, we have black Prince tomato. Just try to double check. First row. See if I mix them all in. Black Krim, which I love black Krim tomatoes. Let's see. Black Krim. Let's see. Black Krim. So that is that first row. Marigolds right there. Let's see what the second row says they are. They're all San Marzano in the middle. And on this end, I have Kellogg's Breakfast tomatoes. You can see by bending down if you want to come around this way. Thank everyone for Chris doing the garden tour. He's trying to help out. If you can see the tag, the whole first row is looking like they're all Kellogg's breakfast. They're all tied up. So that's almost the size of my hand. So I crammed them in there, but so far so good. I did prune off some of the leaves on the bottom. Look at that beauty right there. And then what else do we have down that end? Yep, that is a Kellogg's breakfast as well, and that's San Marzano in the front. And then we have this littler sunflower going on here. And now take a look. The next crazy bed, some of them are caged, and we have a lot going on. We actually have a couple that broke off today. There's a lot there. These are the big rainbow tomatoes. Let me double check this one. Big rainbow tomato. I'll just crawl along like Chris does it. Big rainbow, big rainbow. Okay, this whole row, which look at all these. Can you get in there? Go around me, look at that. Look at all those beautiful tomatoes. They're just going through and through. So they're all the big rainbow tomatoes on this first row. This, probably the other basil, is the mammoth basil. I mean, I love this basil. Just look at the size of one leaf. Let me see if I could do this. I'm going to pinch one off just to show you, but it's the size of my hand. Love it. And it smells like black licorice, and I can't stand it, but it tastes great. The middle row is all quadro tomato. It's a Roma tomato. That would be this second row, as you can see, and it has tomatoes going all the way through. A Russian, I think this is a Russian one. I did some giant nobles, I did some Russian ones, I did some different sunflowers this year. And let's see what's going on with this row. The old German tomato is what it looks like this first row is. All the way down, old German tomatoes. Look at these babies. Yeah, these are, but look at the size of these. Look, here we go. Look at this. Can you guys see this? They're huge. So lots of tomatoes going on. They're the old German. We wanted to try them this year, and they're looking pretty good. And as you can see, the tops, they have tons of flower buds going all the way around. And then in the front here, this is just a stray marigold. And this is parsley right here. The other one I think that I showed was cilantro. And in the middle is Roma. You can tell by right here, down where my hand is. Let's see if I can help you out. Whole row of Roma tomatoes. They are the quadro Romas up the middle. So, that is the tomatoes, folks. Lots going on. That's a little dangerous, but it's working. And now over here is what I call the square foot gardening bed. I have oregano, which I'm going to take a little bit of that. Let me just double check. I am pretty positive. Yep, oregano. I did do some beets, but this is all that germinated. It's just a few. Sugar snap peas may have been a little late, but the flowers are coming, which means I'm going to have a lot. These are all bush beans, different types from Baker's Creek. Let me see if I can find a tag. We have, let's see, we have red bean, all the red ones by Baker Creek. I did plant them down at the end, like a bean. These are all string beans, all different types. I use this to hold it back, but there's lots of flowers going on there. We did harvest quite a bit today of them. You can see there's a little baby going on, so they're coming along. And Another sunflower, lots of them. Strawberries, there's blooms in there. I might take that back with me. And welcome to my rattlesnake pole beans. This is the concoction that I came up with. I showed that in the previous video. It also is getting a little bit of probably beetle bite, but I just will try to pick the leaf off if I see it. So they're all rattlesnake pole beans and they're not producing yet. This you will see in another video. This was so full. I harvested so much of it today and then went in and planted more. So look out for that video, but that's kale, arugula, organic lettuce back there, endive, dinosaur kale, some giant noble spinach, all kinds of yummy stuff is going on in this bed. So this is that square foot gardening where you could just pack it all in. As you've been seeing, I've been packing it in everywhere. Welcome to, I think, the last and final bed other than the wild crazy flower bed. We have cucumbers. I have a volunteer tomato plant. It looks like it's a currant that's coming up. Small sugar pumpkin. I have a California midget watermelon, which is this, and I'm trying to get it to trail up this little concoction that I came up with. Haven't really been down here in a week. There was quite a few cocozellas and black zucchini that should have been ready this week for me to pick, but they were gone. We have another sunflower, and cucumber is vining up it. I have a multitude amount of different cucumbers in here. One of them that I can tell you I have is the Space Master 80 cucumber. I also have the pickling cucumbers. There's so many in there, I can't even keep up. This over here, if I'm not mistaken, let's look, is a small sugar pumpkin. It just, Chris bought me that seed, and that's this. It's vining, and I'm using this. And look, we have the beginning of a baby pumpkin going on right there. And then in here, I'm pretty sure that this is okra, because I planted two, they didn't come up, and now it decided to come up. We have another, you see the going on, what a beautiful blossom. So let's see, butternut squash. Let me just go through it all. Some of the tags are missing off of this one. This is all zucchinis and cucumbers, butternut squash, the baby pumpkins, and the midget watermelons, if I'm not mistaken. Down here is butternut squash. If you look in here, we have some, I think this is the gray zucchini, the dark zucchini going on there. This one here, can you see that? I'm trying to give everybody a, that's the gray summer zucchini right there. This is a cantaloupe, believe it or not, that's inside here. Like, everything's just so packed in here. We'll see how it goes. This is another gray summer zucchini. I think how it got so crowded like this is because a lot of my plants were going into shock, and I put a seed behind it, and that's why it's like this. And this, my friends, is Black Beauty zucchini, this plant right here. And this is what kind of makes me mad, because there was a bunch on here when I was here with my friend John a week ago. This is the Cocozella zucchini. Let me move that this way so you can see. It kind of grows like this color, and it grows curled. There was a bunch on here, and this is what I came here to today. So it is what it is. There's more zucchini in the middle. I think that's another Cocozella going on. Let me just see. Yes, it's another Cocozella. Really did try to weed. It's a little hard. And this is a crook neck right here. We did pick one off, and there's another little baby going right there. Crookneck summer squash. And that's what I have running up through here, and just trying to trellis it all. There's technically 2 cages I'm using for a trellis. A small cucumber one with a large cucumber, and now this one to try to keep it somewhat up off the ground. So you can stand back here and take a look at how crowded that bed is. But hopefully, and there's no powdery mildew, it's doing quite well. And last but not least, on the garden tour in a bikini, amazing sunflowers. Look at this. I think this is the Spanish sunflower. Finally, zinnias. Sorry, I didn't turn off my do not disturb button, but we have zinnias. There's 2 yellow zinnias. This is wild and crazy in here. That's why I like to call my garden where the wild and crazy things grow. This is going to be beautiful. Look at that. It's like deep purple. This is those packages of seeds I just sprinkled down everywhere. These are marigolds. There's all different types in here with all different types of zucchinis, sunflowers, and marigolds, zinnias. They're all in here. This was all for the pollinators, and I did it right next to the zucchini bed because I'm kind of smart that way. I was hoping bees, save the bees, everyone, plant pollinators. We'll go from there and hop around. You don't really need the pollinators for your tomatoes. I'll show you a very quick trick. Before we end this garden tour, just love the look of this. Look at this. Can't wait to see it open. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to show you a quick trick, because obviously you need pollinators for your zucchinis and squashes. But with tomatoes, if you just give it a tap, like a little vibration tap, I learned this from my gardener, on the top, he says you can even use an electric toothbrush and just give them a little shake, shake all your plants. They will pretty much pollinate themselves. Just a couple minutes of just tapping them, and they will do their thing, obviously, because I haven't been here, and they are producing and doing quite well. So I wanted to try to take my time and give you a much better, as I'm still holding my basil leaf, a much better gardening tour. And a couple people made a request to garden in my bikini. It's hot here today. Did that. I hope that you enjoy seeing all the growth and everything that's going on. And God bless. And happy gardening. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, everyone.